Hi, I'm Kiara Bailey, and this is Get Rich as Fuck. Don't do it. Don't you fucking dare. I swear to God, do not do it. Everybody wants to right now. It's December. Everybody's trying to slack off and hang out and think that they did all their goals, got everything done for the month, but you haven't. The year's not up yet. Don't do it. Don't fuck around. No matter how bad you want to, right? If you have a Christmas party to go to the Christmas party. Get back in, get back to work. Don't do it. One of the things that I see with people all the time is it's like right before the finish line. Where do they quit? Where do they stop? They don't stop after it's done. They stop before they've even finished. So in getting goals, there's so many components to it, right? So it's like you have to like set the goal. You have to really want the fucking goal. Then you have to be able to like fit it into your life. And then you have to do the action steps. But the part that's the hardest for people is when you get to the end, right? You're almost at the end. It's the last stretch. And you get distracted, right? We've talked about distraction before and how challenging that can be for you getting a goal. So I was reading this book this morning, which some people obviously know. It's like one of the oldest books on success, and it's called Think and Grow Rich. And every once in a while, I'll pick up a book that I've already read and just see what new things are in there that pop out to me, right? Because I'm a different person in a different time. And so I'm going to get something different out of it based on where my mind is. And one of the things it talked about was that if you don't get that burning desire, if you don't get that passion to really do something, then you will give up, right? You'll think you've arrived when you're almost there. When you're almost where you want to be, when let's say you're in the position, you're not yet successful, but you feel successful, but you haven't really met those measurements, the ones you put into place of what it means to get your goal, right? What your goal actually is. You haven't quite met that yet. But you're in there and you feel good and you feel like you're meeting your goal. You stop. Or you loosen up a little bit, right? You're like, oh, you know what? Instead of doing this 3 days a week, like I think I can let up and do it 2 days a week. One of the most crucial things about getting a goal that you set is to continue to follow through. And people will say, there's a saying out there that it's like when you continue to follow through after the excitement's worn off, that's one of them, or after, when it gets tough. To me, the hardest part for people is when you continue to go through the goal and go through the action steps and get what you want after you think that you've gotten it. So big part for me is always measurements. So we always measure. Everybody I work with has a spreadsheet where they keep track of whatever it is that they're doing. Let's say they want to spend more time with their family, and they're going to keep track of that. Like, what are the measurements? How would you know? Because we're trying to break a habit. So I was talking yesterday with my mentor, and one of the things we were talking about was the hardest thing that I ever had to do, the hardest goal that I had to really achieve in my life was when I had to stop working. So when I closed my second company, his recommendation to me was that I needed to take some time off. And I worked for the past, 15, 20 years of my life like a beast. And, no time off, no breaks, no vacations, just hustle, being a crazy person. To the point where it impeded my health at different times. And so he said, you need to take some time off. You need to spend 3 months just chilling, hanging out, figuring out what you want to do with your life next, figuring out what you really want to do. And for me, that was the most challenging thing I've ever done, because it wasn't like going on vacation. It was like a perpetual nothing to do every fucking day. Just every day waking up and being like, oh, what am I going to do today? Oh, I'm supposed to do nothing. And I'm sure for a lot of you who are overachievers, you can relate to the fact where it's like nothing is excruciating. So in the matter of 2 or 3 weeks, I had taken myself to a place where I was like wasting my life away. I was never going to accomplish anything again. I was not doing anything good for society, right? Because this is what we do. We get into our head, right? The voice starts going crazy. But ultimately, what happened was I got comfortable in it, right? It was my goal. I got comfortable in it. And then when I got comfortable in it, when I got comfortable in, oh, okay, I've done this. I've not worked. What do you think I did? I was like, yep, I've achieved this. I'm good. I can go back to work, right? Not the case, because I hadn't completed the time yet. I hadn't completed the time that I said that I was going to do this goal for. So I want you to think about this. When you're going after a goal and you start doing the action steps. So for a lot of you, we just started goal setting here in this Get Rich as Fuck process. And you have some things that you are achieving, and you're starting to get into the process of achieving. It's really easy to think that you got it all figured out. It's really easy to be like, yep, I'm doing it. I'm on my path. I have it all set out. I'm doing it. I can relax. You can't fucking relax. You cannot take a vacation from doing your goals. You cannot take a day off from your dreams. Like, you just can't. The number one thing you have to do is you have to wake up every day and give it the same amount of attention till you're done. So right now, where it's December and everybody wants to go party and hang out and have fun and be on vacation and take time off, great, fantastic. But you can't fucking do that until you've reached your goal. So whatever your goal is that you've set, and I like to use like 30 day, 90 day. I like to have like clear timelines of we're gonna get this by when. Christmas is a great one. End of the year is a great one. But don't give up. Like, do not let up. You need to work every single day here at the tail end of it as hard as you have for the entire time leading up. And guess what? Maybe even a little bit harder. Because for some of you, you set a big goal and you got a little behind, right? You're already a little behind because of Thanksgiving. Or maybe you're a little behind because of Halloween. Or just maybe you're a little behind because you didn't have somebody holding you accountable, right? So do not fucking give up. Do not stop. Do not let up. Don't even fucking dare. As always, send this to someone who, might be giving up right now on themselves, and comment below, ask questions. I'd love to hear some topics you guys want me to talk on, and let's get rich as fuck.